it's Ty in this video today. We're going to be giving my thoughts, my opinions, my everything on the MyTEAM game mode after 2 weeks. So we've had this game for 2 weeks. And I'm going to be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Because in my opinion, and you guys can disagree, let me know down below in the comments. Honestly, let me know anything. Let me know if my face looks ugly today. Let me know if, the background looks great. Let me know if I have the prettiest eyes in the world. Okay, anyways, forget about it. MyTEAM, let's get back to it. After 2 weeks, here's my thoughts, here's my opinions. I like this game mode. I do. I genuinely like it. Now, it's not perfect. It's not out of the water. And there are problems with it. But let's dive into it. Let's talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about is this. It is so easy to have a really good no money spent squad on this team or on this game. So easy. If you grinded out the beginner challenges, if you grind out the 10 challenges for the 10 bucks, if you grind out these types of challenges, these types of things and play a little domination, you can have such an easy no money spent team. I, to this day, have spent $0 on this game. Obviously, I did get the pre-order packs. That helped. I guess I did buy the Pro Pass. But as far as like actual VC, I haven't used any from the beginning, from when I got it. And I haven't bought any. And that's where I'm like, I have a really good team. And I'm no money spent. And that's where I'm at with this game. Is it's like, I do believe it is so easy to be no money spent on this game. On the flip side, if you were a guy like myself that always wanted the best cards in the game, you would have to spend over $1,000 to have the best team in the game right now. Way over $1,000, probably close to like $2,000 to $3,000 on the game to have the best team in the game. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, you would have to spend a ridiculous amount on this game. And so there's two sides to this. And I want you guys to know and understand both of them. First thing I want you guys to know and understand, if you do play the MyTEAM game, you do not need the best team at all times. And I've even had to take that to myself, to heart myself. I know it's tough when you're trying to play King of the Court, that when you are coming up against Pink Diamond Kareem, Pink Diamond LeBron, Diamond Will, and you don't have a great squad. You have a good squad like myself. But at the same time, I'm not spending money. So, I mean, I can go out there and you guys can watch my King of the Court videos. I would have went undefeated last weekend and beat plenty of Pink Diamond LeBrons if I would not have got Zen. I literally would have maybe even won King of the Court with my budget squad because it's nothing I'm doing. These budget cards can absolutely compete with the top dogs. Look at Sharif. Look at James Posey. Look at, even the Ruby Jason Tatum is really good. These budget guys can go out there and compete against the top dogs. And they're cheap. Now, yes, prices in the auction house are going up. I'm not lost upon that. Like, if you look up the price of even Sharif, he has went way up in price because the auction house is going way up. And if you want to know why, people are starting to get their hands on more and more coins, more and more MT. These cards are becoming less and less common because if you look at the price of pack odds, or if you look at the pack odds, guys, they're absolutely horrible. So, yes, prices have slowly risen in the auction house. It is something to kind of keep tabs on. But even if you look at my squad and the cards that I've got from just grinding the game, let's build a squad of it because I want to showcase this. If you want me to build a squad strictly based on cards that I've got from grinding the game, whether it's the welcome challenges, whether it is the some other challenges, I'm going to show you guys a team. And I don't even like Tony Parker. And I'm not going to include anybody from the pre-order bonus as well. But look at this team, and I'm not saying that it is the best team in the game, but this is the type of team that you can build. I'm going to include I don't even need to include the Pro Pass Vince Carter. I genuinely don't. But you can build a really, really, really good squad. And that's what I want you guys to know and realize. I didn't do anything special for my squad. You could build this squad right here. And all of these cards I got for absolutely free by grinding the game. I know they're unsellable, and that is another thing that I want to talk about later on in this video. But you can build a squad that can compete. I don't care what you say about this squad. You can go out and have so much fun, whether it's in Domination, Breakout, Showdown, and have so much fun with the squad I just showed. You absolutely can. That squad is not that much worse than this squad that I have and running right now. And so I know a lot of people are upset that all of these challenges are unsellable, but at the same time, I don't mind it as much with these things because If I get a 10 box and out of this 10 box I pulled LeBron, you can't expect all of those things to be sellable. Because if they're actually going to give you rewards that are rewarding, look, I'd rather have more rewarding rewards that people can get and have fun with than cards that are trash and that you can sell. Meanwhile, I like the fact that in Showdown, you can choose what you want. I like the fact that I could take MT. I like the fact that I could take sellable stuff. I like the fact that I could take unsellable stuff if I wanted as well. I like this. I really do. I think this is good for the game. And that's where I'm at with the game mode. Right now, it's like, I feel like it's hard. It's so hard to make coins, so hard to make MT right now. 100% agree with you guys on that. I'm with you on the game isn't perfect as well. This game is absolutely not perfect. There are many flaws with this game. But I do feel like right now, it is easier to build a budget, easy to build a no money spent team than ever before. I feel like, the auction house is super accessible. Sure, you have to wait a little bit, but I mean, you could go and buy whatever card you really want. So let's say today, I really want Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can just go buy him. And in the past, you'd have to gamble for him, or you'd have to pay a ridiculous amount to get this card off of the player market. The player market was horrible. You'd have to wait forever. And so I guess where I'm at, I don't mind where the game mode's at. I think my team doesn't mind it either. And so I think as long as 2K continues to monitor how many people, continues to monitor the market and doesn't overdo it, I think this might be one of the better my teams ever. And I genuinely, gameplay-wise, I don't love the shooting. I don't love, some other things about the gameplay. But when you're looking at my team specifically, guys, they're doing things differently than they've ever done them. They're experimenting with the auction house as well, right? They've got to experiment with the basically monitoring every transaction that goes through. Pink diamonds are so rare. And one thing I do want to mention are these pack odds. Maybe the worst pack odds that I have ever seen is this year. Not only is it a less than 2% chance, you now have a less than 1% chance to pull a pink diamond. You have a 1.5% chance to pull a diamond. These pack odds are as bad as I've ever seen. And so I genuinely believe to get the best team in the game, you're having to spend more money this year than ever before. And so that's where this thing gets really difficult. Really, really difficult. Because like myself, I normally would want the best team in the game. But after I saw some of the prices of the pink diamonds, after I saw some of the pack odds, it just doesn't add up to me and make a whole lot of sense for me to open packs or try to have the best team in the game. It's just not gonna happen. So that's why this year I will have a really, really good team. I'm not gonna say my team is gonna be bad, because my team is going to be really good. It's gonna be really good. But with that said, I'm not gonna ever have the best team in the game, because it's impossible, guys. I'm genuinely telling you. Even if I would spend $200 every week, I'd maybe be able to afford one pink diamond, and that's it. The pink diamonds are just so outlandishly expensive. I don't know. They've tried something new with the hidden gems. I don't know how I feel about these yet or not. I've told you guys, you basically got to act like these hidden gem cards don't exist. That's kind of the way I've approached it. Because the moment you get excited about the hidden gems and come in here into the exchange and waste 250,000 coins on an unsellable hidden gem, that's where I believe you're in trouble. When you do something like that, that's where I believe, okay, you're going to be spending a lot of money on my team this year, because it's just, in my opinion, not worth it. What is worth it right now is for you guys to build a team you're comfortable with. And what does that exactly mean? I don't necessarily know. Again, the auction house is crazy expensive right now. But what does that mean? I don't know. Build a team you're somewhat comfortable with and continue to stack MT. That's what I'm doing. I got a team right here that I'm somewhat comfortable with. And sure, I might add Jerome Kersey in here. Sure, I might add some different cards in here. I might go through, add some different cards. I might even add Chris Mullin back to this squad. This off-brand Chris Mullin. I probably won't, but I could. Could add Larry Nance as well. I could add some different cards. Even Dario, I think, is still a really good card that I probably should honestly be running Dario. I think Dario actually is a really good big in the game. But no matter what I do, guys, I need to be running a squad that I'm comfortable with, squad that I am having fun with. But at the end of the day, your goal for this game should be to have fun for the entirety of the game. From now until May, from now until June. And I like the fact that you can stack your coins, you can buy the players you want. So for example, like when last week's drop came, the Power Surge drop, I bought Sharif. I really like the Jeff Ruling card. You can buy the cards you want and still be fine when it comes down to MT. Just don't overspend on cards. You can buy the cards you want and stack your MT. If you play Domination, you have a lot of MT to spend. If you work the auction house a little bit, and with the auction house, I can come up with more filters. I'm not going to give you guys my main filter, but my biggest piece of advice with the snipe filters is this. Be creative. Be as creative as possible when it comes down to snipe filters, because that's where you're going to have the most success. But snipe badges, snipe whatever cards you want, rubies, sapphires, amies, whatever you want, and just have fun with the game. Because MyTEAM has given us a completely different game. And I know it's not the most rewarding, I'm enjoying the breakout game mode. And I know genuinely it's not the most rewarding game mode. I get that. But I'm having fun if I have like 10 minutes to just hop into a breakout game instead of, I really don't love triple threat. I haven't played a lot of triple threat. I know a lot of people might like it, but for me, I don't like triple threat online. I don't like the fact that I've got to go into the park and wait a bunch. For me, I'm going to grind Showdown. And at the end of this week, after 2 more wins, I'll upgrade the rewards. And we'll see. Am I going to choose this? Am I going to choose the MT? We'll have to see. But genuinely, right now, I am having fun with the game. And so with that being said, I'm not saying that it's worth your grind. I'm not saying that it's, the best MyTEAM in history yet. But what I am saying is this. After 2 weeks, I'm okay with where MyTEAM's at. I think for no money spent, it's easier than it's ever been. I do think for guys that love to spend money on the game, it's maybe as hard as it's ever been. But I would say this. If you spend enough money, you can get whatever card you want in the game because every card has been auctionable. As long as 2K continues to make every card auctionable, even though they are so rare, as long as 2K continues to make good budget cards, as long as 2K continues to give us good, successful challenges, I think from 2K's side, they're going to have a successful year. I think from our side, the community side, we're going to have a fun year. The one thing I really would like to see is some better pack odds because, again, I don't open packs. But even for the people that do open packs, you're spending $50 to $100 and you're probably not even pulling a diamond or above. I think this is, and again, I don't even open packs, but I think this is the biggest red flag from where MyTEAM's at right now is the pack odds. I'm enjoying MyTEAM, guys. And I genuinely think even if you're an offline player, if you're an online player, you guys can enjoy this game too. I think it's probably my favorite MyTEAM, at least at the start, in recent history. That's where I'm at. You guys can say, Ty, you're negative, Ty, you're all this. Look, I'm giving you guys real. The game's not perfect, but I like the start we've had. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.